So I just got off the Norwegian Luna. It's the newest ship in NCL's fleet and a sister ship to the Norwegian Aqua. And honestly, it might be even better than the Aqua. I got to explore every inch of this ship and I found 15 things that I think you might want to know before you set sail on the Norwegian Luna. Just a couple things I feel like people aren't really talking about, and I want to share my 2 cents with you. Here's how I'm going to break down this video. We'll cover getting on the ship and first impressions, food, restaurants, things that are included, things that are not included, so you don't get anything surprising on your bill. Talk about Indulge Food Hall, entertainment, things to do, rooms, outdoor spaces, and then I'm gonna wrap up everything with the final price of what you could expect, things that are included, things that are not included around the ship. So just a heads up, this video is not sponsored by Norwegian, but they did host us on a sailing. Everything that I'm discussing does not go through an approval process. It's just me and you this time talking about my opinions and thoughts about the experience. That said, let's get into it. What's up, Paradise crew? Welcome back to another day in paradise. This is Ahoy 365. We're going to be breaking down the Norwegian Luna. So chapter 1, getting on board, the first impressions. The hull of the ship is probably going to blow you away. I'd say it's one of the most unique hulls across their fleet. Their godmother was the designer and artist of this ship. The whole art is called La Luna. It's got moonbeams, clouds, birds, zodiac signs. It really is stunning. You can see some of those artistic elements throughout your cabin as well. But more on that later. Let's move on to the next thing. When you first enter the ship, it is absolutely gorgeous. As you can imagine, everything's nice and crisp and pristine. Number 14, the Aqua Slide Coaster. If you watched my Norwegian Aqua video, then you already know what to expect from the hybrid slide coaster on the Norwegian Luna. It's the world's first hybrid roller coaster and water slide at sea, and Luna has its own version on deck as well. And they're claiming it's the longest, fastest version to date. You're launched, you twist and turn, and you've got nothing but ocean views in every direction. It is pretty cool. Plus the LED lights within the actual slide are pretty mesmerizing. Not gonna lie, as the first thing you need to know, it is a must-do. Go when you feel like there's no line. And here's the good news, it is included on your cruise fare. That means you do not have to pay anything extra for this. Have fun, tell them Griff sent you, can't go wrong. One of the first spots I went to was the Indulge Food Hall, which again, we'll touch on that a little bit later, but I'm just saying your first impressions on board will be solid. Let's talk about activities that you can experience on board. Number 13 is the Glow Court. It is a vibe, day or night, but I would push you to do it at night. Glow Court is like this high-tech, glow-in-the-dark, choose your own character, design your own avatar, one-on-one experience, friend group versus friend group. It's super cool. Here's what you do need to know about Glow Court. To reserve it, there is a small upcharge fee. Okay, if I tell you the price, things could fluctuate and change. It can go up, it can go down. So just know that there's a surcharge. You'll need to inquire about it on board. Something really exciting is the Norwegian Moonlanding. This is number 12. Moonlanding is Luna's own dedicated experience, and it leans full into like a ropes course, obstacle course vibe, and it is super fun. I think it's one of those things you just got to check back with when you have some free time to do. It is definitely one of those things that separates Luna from the Aqua. The Aqua does not have a moon landing on board, but it's super fun. I did it with Alyssa. I think you guys will enjoy it. Let's move on to chapter 3 already, which is going to be food, restaurants, inclusions, stuff like that. So Indulge Food Hall has bigger screens on the tables now. If you've never heard about Indulge Food Hall, it's this variety of foods within there. There's so many different cuisine options, but the screens on board allow you to order your food and they will bring it to you, which completely eliminates the rush traffic that you would typically experience when you first board a ship on the first day. So Luna keeps everything that made the Aqua great and upgraded the screens. I mean, it sounds simple, but it really was a nice big touch. The experience feels cleaner, more intuitive, and honestly just more fun. The tacos, the plant-based options. I really love the macaroni salad and the barbecue, so I would encourage you to try that. The rotisserie chicken was nice and moist as well. But what you need to know is that there is no extra charge of this. There was some confusion on board. People thought they were actually ordering things. Watch the thing. Sometimes there's like a little tip or a tax if you're still in board on a cruise line, but most of the things are actually included in your cruise fare, just as an FYI. Pay attention to those screens. But if you buy something extra like a cocktail and you don't have the package, etc., you could experience extra costs while in the Indulge Food Hall. All right. All right, number 10 is Sukatai. Still delicious, still amazing, just slightly improved. This is Aqua's new Thai restaurant, and it's back on the Luna. If you haven't tried it, this is your shot to do it. I would strongly recommend it. The flavors is just incredible. You got bold Thai flavors, spicy curries, crispy shrimp. The peanut sauce on the chicken satay is amazing. And if you're a sucker for mango Thai sticky rice, I think that was called, that's really good too. Every dish was beautifully presented, but if you're asking me, I say the cashew chicken is where it's at. It's where it reigns supreme for me. Now, what you do need to know, this does come at an additional cost unless you've purchased in advance the specialty dining options or the all-included options where everything's just grouped together. Number 9, the Hudson's main dining room. What you need to know that this is included in your cruise fare. So if you really don't want to spend any extra money on specialty dining, you want to go to the main dining room, Hudson's is where it's at. I had a steak on the first night. You know, go early to snag a seat by the window if you can. It's absolutely gorgeous with the panoramic views. But I like to say Hudson does a great job making you feel like dining isn't a compromise in the main dining room. Let's hop into chapter 4, which is entertainment. What is included, what's not included. Let's do it. Number 8 is the new Rocket Man. This is a dedication to Elton John, and needless to say, it's one of my favorite Broadway-esque themed shows to date. If you've ever been in the Aqua, they have Revolution, that's the dedication to Prince. And then the sister ship, Luna, has the Elton John show, or Rocket Man. Celebration of Elton John. It's a full tribute production, live vocals, choreography, the huge fashion-forward costume designs that you would expect from someone like Elton John. And you get many of your favorites, so The Tiny Dancer, Benny and the Jets, Don't Go Breaking My Heart. You get a lot of those iconic songs from his catalog. This is included in your cruise fare. But there are some shows that are not, so let's talk about those. Number 7 is Lunatic. This is the adults only and after-hours show. I can't emphasize enough that is for adults only. You can't bring your kids to this. Lunatic is this neon-soaked, adults-only circus show at night. You want to think about like that Las Vegas energy. Edgy characters, signature cocktails, and it's fun. It does run late, and I needed you to know it's not for everyone. But if you're the kind of person who wants something different from the usual cruise nightlife, this is it. You're gonna have to check the daily spot. It was booked, sold out when we went, and there is a surcharge for this thing. I believe I don't want to quote you on the price, maybe because it could go up, it could go down based on availability. I want to say it's like 45 bucks. Don't quote me on that. Just know there is a surcharge. So I really don't like discussing prices because it kind of fluctuates up and down depending on seasonality and availability. Let's talk about chapter 5, relaxation, rooms, stuff like that. Number 6 is the Mandara Spa. It's got another upgrade that I think you guys are going to enjoy. So the Mandara Spa is on every NCL ship, but as you can expect on a Luna, the flagship, it's a little bit bigger, a little bit better, is what you can expect. They added the clay sauna, IV drip, therapy, therapy loungers, and they've doubled the amount of heated loungers in the thermal suites compared to the previous ships. The ice room is still there and still one of my favorite things on the ship. It does cost extra, it does fill up quick. But I swear, when you get a chance to slow down and unwind, it is non-negotiable for Alyssa and I. We gotta do it. It's so relaxing. Number 5, the cabins are spacious and cleverly designed. When we walk through, I have no complaints here. Luna runs the same cabin layouts as the Aqua, and I think that's a good thing. These are the largest standard cabins in NCL's fleet. Smart storage, great bathroom, counter space, a real full-size shower, which I loved. The balcony seating is perfect for those morning coffees that you're seeing a lot of the content creators and influencers talk about. It's true. Now, the cabins are going for $3,000 to $4,000 depending on select sailings. But if you just want some quotes, get an idea of what's going on, and you have a budget, you can talk to Alyssa or myself. You can send us an email, we can get you set up, hop on the phone, figure out what's the best option for you to see if we can get you on board the Luna. Number 4, the infinity pools on Ocean Boulevard are still a vibe. Plus that new giant moon, it just looks really, really cool. All right, so I said hidden, but these aren't really hidden. If you go there, you will definitely see them. They're just like so thoughtfully designed, minimalistic, and cool. I mean, you can grab a cocktail from the nearby bar, settle in, and just breathe. These pools are included in your cruise fare, so you don't need to like rent them out or anything like that. Chapter number 6, let's talk about that great Stirrup Key, the new pier that they built. You just walk off the ship, and that alone changes the whole GSC experience for me. Of course, the Silver Cove villas are still amazing, and they're still there for an upgrade, so that is not included in your cruise fare with GSC, but they're still worth it for families or couples who want air conditioning, a private bathroom, snacks, drinks on the beach. Definitely book early. They do sell out pretty quickly. But the new GSC is continually adding updates. If you haven't seen it yet, they'll be adding a dynamic river, water slides, cliff jumping. The new swim up bar was absolutely incredible. Overall, good job. If you want to see more details on that, you can watch this video at the end of this one to watch our full experience of the Norwegian Luna. It's more behind the scenes of what you could expect while on board. Chapter 7, I'm going to touch on some of my final thoughts and some pricing. So, number 2. Technology is seamless, but you've got to watch your tab as always. Luna has integrated some tech everywhere. You got digital screen guides from the moment you board, interactive menus, making ordering effortless. Your cruise card will track everything. It's convenient. Purposely, it's also really easy to overspend if you're not watching your credit card statement. A good rule of thumb that Alyssa and I like to follow is we just kind of look at our onboard spending activities at the end of the night just to see where our balance is. Just make it a habit. I mean, your wallet will thank you later. I mean, unless you're a big spender ball and you don't really care, to each their own. I still care. I ain't got it like that. But the question of the video is the Norwegian Luna worth it? Let's jump into that real quick. I think Luna takes everything that made Aqua great and then refines it just a little bit more. The Elton John show is incredible. The spa is better. The whole art is absolutely gorgeous. Moonlanding is genuinely a unique experience, great for families, kids. I think balcony cabins are reasonably priced right now. That $3 to $4, maybe even $5K, depending where you sail, is pretty solid. I think that's a good investment. If you're going to look at like the more at sea packages, it bundles premium beverages, specialty dining credits, Wi-Fi, shore excursions, discounts into one package that you're oh so familiar with. And I guess depending how you cruise, it can save you a lot. But what you need to know that it is not automatic. You will need to select it. So when you're speaking with us on the phone, you'll need to clarify whether you want that or not. So I think Luna is earning its positive critiques. It's not just another Aqua with the same stuff moved on to the next ship. It's got its own shows, clearly its own personality, its own vibe, as I described in this video. And I think if you're ready for that stuff, then it is definitely the ship for you. Again, if you want to see more of what this ship actually looks like, maybe some close-ups behind the scenes, what we experienced, there is a behind the scenes video right here. You can go check that out. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. But as always, if you dig the vibes, please subscribe. And if you care, please share. I'll see you in paradise. Peace.